Hello my fellow freedom builders and welcome back to the channel. It is Monday and therefore we will take a quick look at some potential swing trading candidates. As always, I have found the candidates in here in my stock scanner in the screener where we are screening for a long-term good green uptrend and some retracement in the TPI on a weekly on a daily here. Of course, this is the US stocks. So there are plenty to choose from and I have chosen 5 of the largest stocks. So it is not small cap swing trading stocks. These are some major ones. First of all, this one, the Micron Technology, is the one from last Monday. That one broke down through this triangle or this formation here. And even though it is at a green day today, I would probably not take it now. It has broken down here, and I would probably like it to look a bit more bullish here. So this one I will delete. We can see the 3 one I have in my portfolio. They're doing fairly well today, and my 2 option trades as well. The BIIB here and the LEN. So these 2 are doing well. So the option trades are moving in the right direction. I have several other option strategies and trades on, but that is for another video. Now we have 5 candidates today. The first one is Capital One Finance. Now if we're looking at it over here, if we just find it here, we can see that the stock score is fairly good. The value, the quality are high, the momentum a bit lower. If we're looking at, well, sometimes I look at the PEG ratio if I am to invest for a bit longer term, but not so much when it's a swing trade. The PEG ratio here is basically the price earning divided by the expected growth, and I do like that to be somewhere around 2 or lower. But again, with the swing trades, I'm not too concerned about it. What I don't like though is to see some earnings per share growth that is dropping. That is shown to be, or estimated to drop quite a lot this year. Bankruptcy risk at the Altman CSCO is very low. So basically, I can take a swing trade, but if I have several good candidates, I normally weed out the ones that look a bit unstable or uncertain. So let's see if we can find anything else. If you want to get into the Capital One Finance here, that is another thing here as a swing trade. We're not going for a massive number of percentages here, but there is kind of a lid here that we have to move through if we need to get up to a higher level. But we can go up 10% here, and that is actually enough for a swing trade. So it is as if it is moving in a range somewhere around here. Capital One Finance, it is one that popped up on my scanner, but it might not be my first choice. The earnings are coming soon here on the 20th, so that is just 10 days away, which might keep me from this trade. After all, I don't like to take a swing trade straight up into the earnings. So let's go on. We have the Tapestry here. Now, the Tapestry has been in a downtrend over some weeks. Some would say that this looks like a bull flag. And if that is so, then we have the flagpole here. We have the flag. I know this is on a weekly time frame, but you can easily do that here. You're dragging the flagpole up here, meaning that this has some very serious upwards potential. Looking at a daily chart, we can see that it has started to make higher lows, and right now we would like to see it break through this 44 barrier here. If we're looking at here, TPR, we have the Tapestry here. Some very good quality stock here, low PEG ratio if we were into that. We can look at the quality here, return on capital, equity and margin is outstanding. It is a lot more solid here. Earnings per share growth is showing some massive estimated growth here in 23. So just from that, I would be more interested in this in the first one. We can also have a quick look at the value chart showing that if the investors are willing to keep paying the same amount of, or the same PE ratio for the stock and the estimates hold up, then there is some very large upside potential here. And of course, in the GPI chart, we can see we are in a green trend. We are at an oversold accumulation phase here, both at weekly and daily. So basically, Tapestry is not a bad choice at all and might be one of my favorites for the swing trades this week. We have the Dalton restaurants. Now, this is a good trend if there is one, and we can just draw a regression channel here. If you don't know what that is, it's basically a regression line, a best fit line here in the middle, and then a 2 standard deviation on each side, a statistical measurement here. So this one is actually nicely in a discount area, in the lower area here of the regression channel, and we can see that it is bouncing nicely. This is one of the ones I'm also looking at as a swing trade this week. And we are looking at Dalton's restaurants here. Let's just have a quick look at the summary. And we can see that it is fairly solid here. Earnings per share growth is growing in the coming years here. That is something we do like. I'm also looking at cash flow to make sure that is fairly stable or rising. So everything looks like it's not a complete dumpster fire here, and that's basically what I'm looking for. I'm not trying to make some clever fundamental analysis. So Dalton Restaurant, definitely an interesting candidate. Then we have a huge one, and that is Cisco. Cisco has been in a very steep downtrend here. Broadcom, we're bouncing, making new higher highs. It is caught in a bit of a range here, but I actually think it looks fairly good. The trend is a bit messy. We had the big drop here in the spring, but right now it is in a good trend, and there's nothing major I'm concerned about. I'm not too concerned about one top like this. It was more if we saw multiple tops going up to the exact same area here on the weekly chart, and then we were bouncing up against that. That would worry me a bit. Looking out here at the Cisco, we can see that is a very good quality stock, some great PEG ratio, some very nice returns on capital and equity and operating margins here. Some stable stock here. We can see it has had a downturn in 22, but right now it is growing nicely again. So overall, free cash flow is decent. So there's nothing major concerns, some big alarms going off right here. So Cisco could easily be a swing trading candidate. By the way, as I mentioned before, I'm also often using Seeking Alpha here, and if you are subscribing to that, you can just go in, punch in here, and see there are some news and stuff you can find in here about the different stocks, and there are also always news about all the big stocks. So I normally, before I take a swing trade, I just check the Seeking Alpha and a couple of other news sites just to make sure I'm not running into some surprise, some lawsuits, some chemical spills, or some sort of FDA approval that might not go through or something like that. Last one today is Broadcom, AVGO, and this one has been in a good trend. Then it accelerated like crazy, then it has stabilized a little bit here, and we can draw a couple of lines if we want to. Let me see here if I could find my drawing tool. Down here like that. Okay, something like that. If we get a little breakthrough here, or maybe even today, I might take it if it suits me here, and if the volume is good, then a little break up here would be the optimal setup. So Broadcom here, definitely an interesting swing trading candidate. And if we just have a quick look at it in my stock scanner, have a look at it here, 85 on the stock score. That is decent. Very great earnings per share growth. We can see that that is accelerating, going down in 24 though. Very stable here, both on the Altman C, the Petrosky score, analyst estimates, and so on. We have some nice numbers on the return on capital. Free cash flow is absolutely good. So Broadcom is a very, very good stock also to own, but this is mostly swing trade. So let's just have a quick, on the value chart it also shows that if the average PE is staying high, and it seems like it is, yes, investors keep being willing to pay a very high price earning for this, and if the estimates are coming through, then there should definitely be some very nice upside in this stock. So that was the 5 candidates. It was Capital One Finance, it was Tapestry, Dalton Restaurants, Cisco, and Broadcom. Remember to do your own research, to use your own strategies and risk management and all that. Also remember, if you want to get these videos coming on YouTube, to hit the like and subscribe button and all that jazz. And until you hear from me next time, take care of yourself and your money out there, and I'll talk to you again shortly. Bye for now.